All right, good evening, everyone. My name's John Totten, and I want to welcome you to our fourth annual celebration and auction for Dog Smile Adventures. I can't tell you how much this means to me to have you all tuned in here tonight. This is such a big deal, and I'm just really happy to have you. Tonight's going to be really fun. I've been looking forward to this all year. I do every year, and I'm so happy that you're all going to be a part of it. So here's what's happening tonight. Tonight is equal parts celebration and equal parts fundraiser. So remember that we're all here to be a part of therapeutic sailing in Idaho. And however you decide to participate is totally up to you. I'm just really happy you're all here. A couple things. We're going to show a ton of videos from this season. I'm so proud of what we got done this year. We've grown in so many cool ways, and we're going to share all that with you tonight through a series of videos that we shot all season long. There's a lot of ways to contribute tonight. You can make a donation, you can participate in the auction, you can buy some merchandise. There's a lot happening. So let me tell you about each one. Donations, you can donate any amount you want. If you want to give us $1,000, that's awesome. If you want to give us $5, that's cool too. Just know that every dime that you send our way goes to support therapeutic sailing for people who wouldn't be otherwise. In addition to donations, the auction is running. Unless you're under a rock, you know this is going on. The auction's a big part of it. We really try to focus on experiences here at Dog Smile Adventures. Our auction items are awesome. I'm super proud of everyone that donated and all the trips that have happened so far. It's one of my favorite things that we do all year is auctioning off all these experiences. So please take a look at that and make a bid where you feel like you can. Tonight's also a great opportunity for you to rep some Dog Smile gear. So on the side of the page here at One Cause, you can get yourself a sun shirt. We have men's and women's shirts. These were a big hit this summer, so we brought them back for the fall. So if you missed it this spring, or if you love yours and want to get another one, you can. These are also fun gifts. We also have our trucker hats, both large head and small head, depending on what works for you. These have always been a hit, and so you can get those. Really big one tonight is our Doma coffee. Doma's been a huge supporter. They've allowed us to make our own special blend with our own label and everything. This is a great way to contribute to the program, but also get a little bit back out of it. This coffee is delicious. It's been like 5-star reviews from that. So you can order some coffee. A few more things and we're going to get to the videos. You can chat with us throughout the film. So if you have a question about anything Dog Smile related, you can drop it in the live chat and we will answer you right away. So anytime during the show, if you're having like a technical challenge or you have a question about how our programs work or anything at all about Dog Smile, please feel free to check in on the chat. Also, we'd love to hear from you. So please just check in anyway. Like, where's everybody coming from? We're here in the studio. We don't get to see your faces. So if you would, I'd love to hear from people. Like, drop your name in and where you're watching from, and it just fires everybody up, and we just want to hear where you're at. So please use the chat, and we'll go back and forth and kind of have some fun with it. So let's talk about the auction, all right? The silent auction is a big part of tonight. We have a ton of amazing items up for bid. Most of them are sailing trips and experiences. And so I'm going to show you this compilation video rather than me talking at you. So here's a video of all the auction items coming at you right now.
Escape to the Coeur d'Alene Resort Spa for an unforgettable date together, where you and your honey will be VIP guests. This deluxe package for two includes massages, relaxing foot rubs, hand softening treatments, acupressure face massages, and champagne and chocolates in the romantic couple suite. You'll leave feeling amazing.
Come play on Lake Coeur d'Alene this summer.
Ride glassy wakes to your heart's content, or just sit back and relax with the friendly and experienced crew at Coeur d'Alene Boat Charter with a licensed captain and a water sports instructor. You can enjoy the water stress-free in a safe and comfortable learning environment for all ages. It's an exciting way to enjoy the ultimate lake experience. Enjoy a stay and sail on gorgeous Lake Pend Oreille. Package includes a 3-hour dinner cruise with Cloud9 sailing charters and a 2-night stay at a beautiful Airbnb on the lake near Sandpoint. Enjoy your sail with Captain Bruce and Barb, then retire to your very own lake getaway with kayaks, paddleboards, or just relaxing on the dock. Make this a summer to remember. Enjoy the charms of Bayview, Idaho, with a 2-night stay in an iconic floating home paired with a private sail. This beautifully restored float house is the perfect escape, and it gets even better when Captain John Totten stops in to pick up you and your guests on the Dog Smile, a fast and fun J105 sailboat for a romp across gorgeous Lake Pend Oreille. Generously sponsored by Mary Sanderson, this package is available for up to 6 guests all summer long by prior reservation, excluding the holiday weekends of Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. This enjoyable Bayview stay and sail makes an ideal romantic getaway, a friend's trip for up to 6 guests, or a family summer adventure. Here's your chance for your own Bayview floating cabin and boat ride. Take a week-long sailing trip through the incredible San Juan Islands with Captain John Totten as your guide. This package for up to 4 guests takes in all the best parts of this world-renowned cruising destination, rich with wildlife, scenery, ports of call, and wild places. Captain John Totten has sailed these waters for years and knows how to deliver the very best experience in a place sailors consistently rave about. With this trip, you can support therapeutic sailing while you bring an incredible bucket list item to life. Sail the fabled Greek islands with Pete and Amy Sauer aboard their 55-foot ocean cruiser Big Sky. The Greek islands are some of the world's most desirable cruising grounds, from the history to the cuisine and the turquoise waters. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The Sauers greatly look forward to welcoming you aboard Big Sky. Enjoy a week-long live-aboard sailing trip for up to 4 people with Captain Totten in beautiful sunny Mexico. Itinerary includes the stunning waters and desert islands of the Sea of Cortez, with plentiful wildlife including dolphins, manta rays, and sea lions. Package includes premium boats sponsored by the Cruisers Academy. Dog Smile Adventures invites you to set sail on the legendary 60-foot Sizzler for an unforgettable evening on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Sponsored by Hagedon Hospitality, this package for up to 8 lucky people includes sailing in the summer sunshine, a waterfront dinner, and sensational night sailing under the moon and stars. Your captain and hostess will host you in style on a date of your choice in July or August, where you can relax or take the helm, with plenty of photos to remember this epic adventure. Sizzler is a private yacht, and this is a rare experience to get aboard for a first-class family outing, special occasion celebration, or business event. Whatever the occasion, a sail on Sizzler will be a night to remember.
Wow, watching those videos, I just wish I was on all the trips. I'm not on all of them, but I'm on a lot of them. But just want to say thanks to everyone that's contributed to this auction, all the sponsors, and everyone that's been a part of it. These trips have been the best way to raise money we've ever come up with, because your experience turns into a whole bunch of other experiences. When you buy a trip through the auction, you're creating hundreds of hours of therapeutic sailing for people who wouldn't go. And I can't think of a better way to send someone sailing by going on a sailing trip yourself. So thank you to everyone who's bid, and let's keep it going throughout the night. Remember that the bidding's going to end at the end of the last film tonight, and I'll be warning you as it goes, but keep an eye on it. Now I want to talk about season 4 a little bit. This year, we just continued to grow and grow. Ever since this thing started, I've just not known how big it could get, and been trying to grow responsibly, and but this year's numbers just really blew my mind. We ran 183 programs this summer. It was wild. A lot of days we had 2 or 3 programs a day happening, 6 to 7 days a week at times. There were people sailing in Idaho this summer at a rate that's never happened before. It was just amazing. We eclipsed our goal of 1,000 experiences. Last year we got over 900, and I was like, oh man, we actually had 1,245 sailing experiences this season. And when I say experience, that means somebody went sailing. And so some folks, they have one experience in a season. Other people will come sailing with us 10, 12 times over the course of the season. And so while there's impact more or less at every level, that number really means a lot to me. Like 1,200 experiences happened because you guys helped us make this go. And last but certainly not least, 4,980 hours of therapeutic sailing went on. So close to 5,000, which is crazy, but it's up over 1,000 hours from last season. And I think that's the number that probably hits me the hardest, like 1,000 more hours than the year before. And as you can see here on the graphic, like our rate of growth has been just immense. And every year it just keeps getting bigger, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you all so much. These numbers are just kind of crazy to me. So thanks. So as most of you know, like you see a lot of my face, but I don't do this alone. And so I really want to take a moment to thank our staff. Bruce and Court are absolute legends. These two kicked butt all summer long. They worked so hard. Bruce was in his second year with our program as a skipper, as a race captain, as a boat doctor. I mean, Bruce is our acting boat surgeon. He's always fixing things, and he's so handy, and that work behind the scenes is invaluable to keep the boats running. And so huge shout out to Bruce. Was down there running Dog Smile 2 days a week and fixing all the boats anytime I need. He was just amazing this summer. And I don't even know what to say about Court. Court came to us as a volunteer a couple of seasons ago out of the North Idaho College Outdoor Pursuits program and the Outdoor Recreation Leadership degree program down there where my roots are. And so he's, coming from the home team right away. But this year I came to Court and was like, hey man, do you want to sail every day this summer? And he was just like, heck yeah. And the guy was just a workhorse. He ran our youth program almost completely on his own. I set him up early on, and then he ran with it. He did all the programs for the city of Sandpoint, the Sandpoint Sailing Association, and Dog Smile Adventures. He ran everything, all things youth sailing this season, which was a huge success. We're going to talk more about a little bit later. Court also was just there for me. I got to thank him personally. Like, Court just helped me make it all happen. There's a lot that goes on to try to keep the boats running and the people running and everything working this summer. And to be honest, as I sit here right now, I don't know how I pulled off the first 3 seasons without him. So huge thanks to Court, huge thanks to Bruce. It's a team effort. Thank you guys. Okay, with all those numbers and the huge thanks to the team, I just have to mention one of my favorite things that happened this summer is we did our first adaptive sailing with the help of Eric and Rich, our local physical therapists who focus on people with spinal injuries, we started the road to being able to have physical accommodations on sailboats. There's a great story on our social media page. You can hear more about it, but I can't go through tonight and not mention it. And I'm super excited for 2025 as we are going to be building specialized equipment and getting more and more people with different mobility challenges out sailing. I can't wait. Another huge thank you is to our corporate sponsors. Lighthouse Foods, Northwest Specialty Hospital, and Washington Trust Bank were our primary business sponsors this season. Each of them gave very generously and have for multiple years now. I just want to thank them so much. We got some new sails with some just beautiful logos on them, and it really felt like we had arrived. If you're not a follower of sailing, probably not to the degree that I am, but all boats that compete at a high level have sponsor logos on their sails, and we do now too. And it just makes me feel like Dog Smile Adventures is just getting more and more legitimate as we have businesses of this caliber supporting us at this financial level and really helping us make it happen. So thank you to those corporate sponsors. And if anyone out there watching is a part of a business that might want to join us in this capacity, please reach out, because there's a lot more sales and a lot more places for logos and room for support. But thank you so much to our corporate sponsors. Okay, so it's time for the first story of the night. We're going to take you to the inaugural Preston Johnson United States Navy Veteran Regatta. This event was 3 years in the making. We've been partnering with the Spokane Veteran Forum for the past couple seasons to try to get more veterans out sailing in our program. One of the challenges we've run into is that the Spokane Veteran Forum is in Spokane. And so coming sailing on Lake Pend Oreille is kind of tough when we have our Wednesday night racing programs and Sunday mornings and things like that. And so Tracy Fitzgerald and I put our heads together this year, and we pulled off an absolutely incredible event. And I don't want to spoil it because the video tells the whole story of what happened. But before we do it, I want to share, this is our race jersey from this season. Some of you guys probably saw it come out. But the race jersey, you're going to see everybody wearing. This is our second version of this over the years. But I just want to take a second to recognize all the sponsors that made our racing program for this season, and specifically our inaugural Veteran Regatta happen. Jared McFarland Real Estate. Jared's a huge part of our program, not just as a sponsor. He's out there sailing with us every week. Artisan Portrait, Pyramid Printing, Ballard Sales over in Seattle. Charlie Miller Real Estate, Connie's Cafe donated all the food for the whole regatta event this year. Amazing. The Hagedon Marine Group. Our local therapists here in Sandpoint, Barb Perouse, Mallory Eli, Susie Majeski, and Grand Assessments that supported us. John and Cynthia Zabataki were huge sponsors of the event. Northwest Land and Lifestyle Properties, thanks to Tom and his team for supporting us. And last and most certainly not least, the Spokane Veteran Forum. The caliber of businesses and friends and relationships on this thing mean a lot to me, and I think it'll come through in this video. So thank you to all the sponsors that supported the regatta and the race team. And here's the story of our inaugural Veteran Regatta.
I'm Tracy Fitzgerald. I am the Programs Director for Spokane Veterans Forum, and we are doing the inaugural regatta for Petty Officer Preston Johnson, United States Navy. His family is here. We're honoring the veterans for the Veterans Regatta. So it's been a wonderful day for our veterans and getting them on the water.
16 veterans on the sailboats. Another 15 plus veterans in support. There's 4 boats out racing, 4 teams competing. We have a Dog Smile skipper on each boat, but this is a full-on participation. These veterans are not just riding along, they are racing.
We're out here on Lake Pend Oreille having a great time with veterans. We're engaging in what we call therapeutic sailing. A big thanks to Dog Smile, big thanks to our program director, Tracy Fitzgerald, and a big thanks to my family here who are here. This is the inaugural PV2 Petty Officer Preston Johnson Regatta. Preston was my son. He, about 2 years ago, was active duty Navy and took his own life. So mental health is something that's near and dear to the hearts of my family, and I'm honored that so many people took their time to come out here today, have a great time on the lake, bond with fellow veterans, and really pay tribute to a special person who is my son.
Love seeing everybody mixing it up, passing each other upwind, downwind. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. Want to give a shout out to Connie's for all the lunch today too. That was amazing. All the sponsors, okay, on the jerseys, super cool. So now we ended up with a tie for first between Rhythm and Red. Both had 6 points. However, in the event of a tie, the boat with the most first place finishes, which in sailboat racing are called bullets, is the winner. So therefore, in second place is Rhythm.
We'll take it. We got second.
The inaugural Preston Johnson Veteran Regatta Champions goes to Red. Hey, get together. The camaraderie, the competition, that's what this was all about. What a great day. It just makes me so happy to see.
I'm Ann Smolinski, 146 Channel Island, Air Force.
I'm Matt Smolinski, Air Evacuation, 146 Channel Islands Air National Guard Base.
Jeffrey Melvin, Aviation Instructional Mechanic out of Bremerton on the USS John C. Stennis, CVN 74, and I was the main trimmer.
George B. Stump, U.S. Army, Jungle Survival, Panama. I mostly was just a recipient of a lot of barking. I don't know what it meant.
I'm Margaret Walmer, U.S. Air Force, RN, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and we were on the Genesee. And yeah, I was a trimmer.
Yeah, we were.
I'm James Jacobson, United States Marine Corps. I skippered the Red.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Corporal Corbin, USMC, H-Plane 367. I helped on Red, and I was foredeck and trimmer. Excellent time. Thank you.
Leslie Burks, U.S. Army. I was trimming on Red. It was a great day.
Dave Baltz. I was U.S. Army retired. I did everything but skipper.
Mark Kinto, the United States Navy. Little Wing.
I'm Kelly Richardson, U.S. Army, and I was on the Little Wing, and I did everything except skipper too.
Hi, I'm Brian Hilland. I was in the United States Marine Corps, and I was on Genoa. Genesee,
yeah. I'm Bruce Robertson, non-service member, and one of the trimmers.
I'm Terry Brinton. I'm teaching on Red, volunteering with Dog Smile Adventures.
I'm Jared McFarland, and I was skippering Rhythm today with an amazing crew.
Tim Fitzgerald, retired United States Marine Corps. I chaired the board of directors for the Veterans Forum, and I was on the race committee boat today.
Tracy Fitzgerald, veteran spouse and programs director for Spokane Veterans Forum.
Hi, Dana Hahn Johnson, and I was on the committee boat today.
Judge Patrick Johnson, retired U.S. Army, and I was with the lovely Dana Hahn Johnson on the committee boat today, the pontoon with you. Great time, thank you.
All right, thanks, Judge.
Hi, Patrick Johnson III, I was on the race committee boat.
I'm Cortland Nutt, and I was race committee today.
I'm Tyler Wilson, and I was also race committee today.
I'm Olivia Davis, and I just did race committee as well.
John Totten, Rush Chairman. Damn glad to meet you. Gosh, I can't believe that was back in June. It seems like it just happened last weekend. I'm so proud of that event. I'm so proud of the Johnson family, the Spokane Veteran Forum, and the collaboration that we've created to make this happen. This event is going to continue, and it's going to grow, and we're going to get more and more veterans sailing in 2025. All right, so next up, we've got some stories from the water. This bank of testimonials is what it's all about. These 4 ladies came out for an evening, and they each play a very pivotal role in one or more of our collaborative programs. When I say collaborative programs, I mean the programs that we partner with to provide the sailing experiences. So when we say we provide programs for people with special needs, or we provide programs for veterans, it's not just open to the public. I mean, people can find us that way, but really how this happens is by Dog Smile Adventures collaborating with a program here locally that supports a specific population. So for example, Dawn and Rebecca, who you're about to hear from, they lead programs that we partner with to get their populations out sailing. So Dawn works with NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness, supporting families here that are working with people with mental illness. So Dawn connects us with that group. Rebecca works with Bonner Homeless Transitions, and so she connects us with people who are working through the challenges of homelessness. And our job is to take those people sailing. But without their help, without those collaborations, it'd be really hard for me to find these people and get them out on boats. These collaborations are key to making these programs happen. And in addition, we have Zola and her mom, Carly, from our junior program, telling us about their experiences this season. And so we brought all these ladies together at one time for a beautiful evening on the boat, and here are their stories.
My name's Dawn Mara, and I am representing NAMI Far North. It stands for National Alliance on Mental Illness. The mission of NAMI is to support, educate, advocate, and create awareness for people, individuals, I guess, that live with a mental health condition and their families. We are really trying to do more than just the support and education, and that's where Dog Smiles comes in and adds another, maybe a little aspect of support that provides the place and the people and the purpose. That's kind of why I got together with Dog Smiles, because it really did fit our mission of what we want to do a little bit more of. How we did it was you were very generous and offered us some ways that we could do it as a nonprofit that suited our budget, and then also by being really inclusive and open about how we would do it. It was pretty magical because I got to do the first one with the members that we brought, and the people that came were really brave. These are people that maybe have been isolating for, one of our board members, I hadn't seen him in 6 years. Came out and tried it, then I saw him back the next time and the next time. And so these people were coming out and connecting in a way that they probably hadn't done in a really long time. They brought people together, and I'd seen them more than I'd ever seen them before by coming out every week and sailing. And they know each other in a way that is not clinical. And I think getting out in nature is something they didn't know they missed.
Right.
My name's Rebecca Little, and I am with Bonner Homeless Transitions. I'm the executive director. Bonner Homeless Transitions is a transitional program. It's primarily for single women and women with children that have suffered domestic violence or are homeless. The homeless that we serve, they're couch surfing, they're too scared to leave their situation because they don't think they have anywhere to go, or they're living out of their car. We were awarded a grant through the Kinderhaven Foundation that helps support all the kiddos in our organization to be able to go weekly throughout the summer. It provides an opportunity that the children in our program typically wouldn't have. It's brought families closer together. It's helped with communication. It's helped the parents just be able to breathe for a few minutes while the kids are occupied with John or his other sailing instructor, who has been amazing all summer long. I know we have a single mom with multiple children that just came in from a pretty significant DV situation, and she said she felt peace for the first time in many years when she was on the boat with her kiddos. I know that there's been a couple times that the kids have been dropped off so the mom can go run errands, so that also provides mom just some time to herself, grab a coffee.
Yeah.
I know that the two kiddos that you took on last summer, they've gone a couple times this summer, and all they talk about is sailing. I mean, all they wanted for Christmas was anything with boats. So I think that it gives them a different outlet that they wouldn't typically have.
Awesome.
My name is Zola Coleman. I live in Segal, just south of Sandpoint, and just close enough so I can bike to the marina and go sailing. Well, last summer I just did the youth program. That was once a week, and I got to race in the Kids Regatta Tater Tot Cup, and I did not do very well. But this summer I was like, I am going to get this. And I'm not even sure how it happened, but I got it.
Yeah.
I got to sail like twice a week, at least. And it's been so amazing. It's so fun to be able to have a job and learn something, and the community is so supportive, and it's given me so much this summer. It's been the best summer. I recommend it to anyone.
Nice. Good job driving.
I am connected to Dog Smile through my daughter Zola, who's 15 and has been sailing through Dog Smile and the Sandpoint Sailing Association for 3 years now, 3 summers. Getting her on a sailboat was, I didn't realize how big a deal it was going to be, but she took a couple of the week-long classes, and then last year there was the weekly kind of open sailing, so a little instruction, but mostly just supervision and just guidance, so they had a chance to just sail on a regular basis, and she got really into it, and it's just really a positive group, a really encouraging environment. You know, it's physical activity, it's outdoors, it's kind of team-oriented. I'm so grateful for the opportunities you've given, and anyone who thinks they might like it should definitely try it. Like, just give it a try.
How about that reader cover?
Oh man,
It's so good.
I was pretty stoked. That was a great moment. The horn went and they all turned in unison, and I was just like, oh, look at that. It was awesome. I
And
knew
it's
I had
on the
I had a
cover
shot,
of
yeah.
the Sandpoint Reader.
Yeah.
Wow, I first of all, thank you so much to the ladies, Dawn, Rebecca, Zola, and Carly, for coming out and doing that and sharing your stories. Sometimes it's hard to be on camera and it's hard to share about stuff that's emotional and near and dear to you, and I just appreciate all 4 of you doing that. So thank you so much for being a part of our event tonight. That video that's it. Those stories from the people that we're impacting and all the programs that we're running, that's what it's all about. So you heard from Dawn and Rebecca, who represent 2 programs that we partner with. We partner with lots of different programs. Like I said before, this is really how we get the lion's share of our participants. And so this is a whole list of all of our program partners, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's collaborating with us. Some of these folks come out once a season. Others have weekly programs that have been for years now, and I just want to say thank you to the staffs, to the volunteers, to all the participants that have come to us through these program partners. This really makes the Dog Smile program happen. In addition to our program partners, we have our community partners, and the difference really is that the program partners, we're working together to get people out sailing. Our community partners are other charitable organizations who we donate sailing programs to their events just like this one. So I'm sure you all know of multiple charities who run similar events to this and a lot of auction events. And so what we do is we donate evening sale, like a sunset sale, to silent auctions all over. And this year, we donated 22 sailing trips to various charities in our area. And we helped to raise over $15,000 for those charities. This means so much to me because this makes our mission ripple throughout the entire community. It's so much bigger than just us. The first one I donated, I remember like, oh, that's cool. Their mission doesn't really have anything to do with sailing, but we just helped them make their mission happen. And it's really blossomed. It's one of my favorite things that we do because it gets more and more people out there sailing with us. It spreads the word about Dog Smile in the best possible way. But most importantly, we've helped all these organizations accomplish their mission, and whatever that might be, it makes North Idaho a little bit better, and we get to be a part of it. All right, so before we get on to the next video, I want to take a moment. People often ask, like, how much does it cost to get people out sailing? So the number that I've calculated is it's about $375 for us to take a boat off the dock. And so for us to get a group to make one of those 1,200 sailing experiences happen, our costs are about $375. So what I want to ask right now is, any of you watching, would you like to sponsor one day? One day of sailing for us. If you donate $375 right now, you just made one day of sailing happen. That could be for some children dealing with homelessness, could be for some folks with special needs, could support our veterans, could support our youth programs, all the different groups that we work with. One donation of $375 gets a boat out with a licensed captain and makes a trip happen. So please consider a $375 donation right now. I'd love to see like 20 trips happen right now. So please consider putting $375 in that donation button right now. Thank you. All right, so this next video might be my favorite. I'm not really sure, but this one's really good. This is all about our junior program. You know, we say on the website this is like sailing for everyone, and it is. We had little babies on the boats this year. We've had 80-year-olds on the boats this year, but our junior program, which is aimed at young people from ages like 10 to 17, exploded this season. We had over 100 juniors participate in our sailing programs, and this video is what it's all about. It's got footage from our Coeur d'Alene program where we collaborate with North Idaho College and Coeur d'Alene Youth Sailing. And it also has footage from up here in Sandpoint where we collaborate with the City of Sandpoint Park and Recreation, the Sandpoint Sailing Association, and others to bring it all together. So there's footage from the kids out practicing all summer and learning to sail, and then it culminates with our Tater Tot Cup Regatta, which is happening in association with the Spud Cup Regatta put on by the Sandpoint Sailing Association. So enjoy this great video of young people out kicking butt on sailboats. Hey, welcome to the Tater Tot Cup, team. Appreciate you guys coming up today to make this happen. We have 3 fleets of boats. Holders will go first. Once they're clear, the lasers will go. And then third will be the sport boats. See you out there. So did anyone have fun? Yeah! Good. Me too. I'm so impressed with how well all of you guys sailed today. We didn't have that much trouble. All of you stayed on the courses so well and mostly followed the rules. That was good. Like, yeah, you did a good job. You guys treated each other with respect out there and you were competitive, and that's the best way to do this. Man, I love that video. It makes me so happy to see young people out hanging out with each other, connecting with nature, overcoming the challenges of sailing. Like, we all know that junior programs, whether they're athletic or arts or whatever, aren't just about the activity. They're about helping grow these young people into awesome adults. And I can tell you, we saw so much growth this summer, so much growth in these young people. And now that the program is maturing, we have young people that have been with us for 4 years, and now they're starting to teach the next generation. So you met Zola earlier, but there's others in the program. I'm really proud of the junior program, and we're starting to see this one-room schoolhouse turn into an incredible thing. Gosh, just love that part. So with our youth program, some of the families who are able to pay, and others that don't. So we have full scholarships available to any family who wants it. And my goal is about 50-50. So half of our capacity is families who are paying a fee, and the other half are families who are not paying a fee. So just like before, this is a chance for you to make a donation. Our cost for a 5-day sailing program for a junior is about $115 per kid. And so $115 right now can send a local youth through a 5-day program with us through our sailing camp that happens down on Lake Coeur d'Alene each year. It also will help send any of those kids through our weekly programs that happen up in Sandpoint. It's $115, which I know Some of them may not sound like a lot, but for some families, that's out of reach. It's too much for them. And so we try to give this to as many families as possible. Please help us do that right now. $115 on a donation. We'll send a kid to camp. Please take a minute and make that donation right on the sidebar of the screen. Thanks. This next video is super exciting. My friend RJ had an idea a couple years ago that we're finally making happen. And so this is our first ever segment called Songs for Sailing. Sam and Crystal are local musicians here in Sandpoint, and they're the first ones to ever do this. And I'm hoping that this is going to spark something that could be really big for us over time, and getting more and more artists to contribute some music. And so enjoy this. Enjoy Sam and Crystal. They're so great. And let this song kind of take you into what it's like out there.
Let me tell you something, Little Britches. All you gotta do is look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, that's why up there can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life.
Wherever I wander,
Wherever I roam,
I couldn't be fonder
of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. If you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, that's why a bear can rest at ease. Just the bare necessities of life.
Now when you pick a pawpaw
or a prickly pear,
and you pick a raw paw, ouch!
Next time beware.
Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use a claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big pawpaw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
I mean the bare necessities, that's why a bear can rest at ease. Just the bare necessities of life. Just the bare necessities of life. With just the bare necessities
of life.
Yeah, man.
So we're out of the music, and now we're on to our final video of the night. This video means a lot to me because it really shows the essence of what we're doing. I remind people all the time that it's therapeutic sailing, but I'm not a therapist, and neither are the captains that work with us or the volunteers. The lake and the wind and the boat are really what do the work out there. We come out to connect with each other and to connect with nature, and sailing is the vehicle, and sailing is therapeutic in every way. So I want to encourage you, as you watch this next video, to just let it in. Like, and try to empathize with some of the folks we've been talking about tonight. Empathize with the veteran community. Empathize with our local youth. Empathize with those who are struggling with mental illness or homelessness. Put yourself in their shoes and think for a minute what it might be like for someone who's dealing with one of those challenges to go out and sail with us. I hope this video takes you right into it, what it feels like. All right, there we are. Wow. Those are the vibes. That's the feeling out there. So good. So good. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. This has been just amazing. Uh, so many emotions, so many just experiences this season. It's been just outstanding. One thing I wanted to mention, I missed it. So we're extending this auction. We've got a few more minutes. Like, please put a bid in. There's some really amazing experiences here. There's 2 Sizzler trips. There's the charter in Greece, the charter in San Juan Islands, the trip to Mexico are all really amazing experiences. Please consider putting in a bid. We're gonna extend our auction for a few more minutes. It's gonna close at 7:30. So please do that. While you're doing that, I wanna take a moment to I realized just watching that I didn't put enough emphasis on our volunteers. This season, we had 85 different volunteers participate with our program in some way, and they racked up over 400 hours of service in helping us make these experiences happen for people. And I want to emphasize that one more time, like how much we depend on volunteers. And so if you're watching right now and you want to get involved, please do. If you're watching right now and you've been a big help, thank you. Um, Specifically within our volunteers, I want to thank the Dog Smile Board of Directors. Uh, Callie, Charlie, Terry, Barb, Kathy, and Keith, you guys, there's no Dog Smile program without you. Uh, Thank you so much for all the time you've put in, for your leadership, uh, for talking me off the ledge when I get about things not working or worried or whatever. The board is so huge, and you guys just hold me up, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's helped out. We got a couple more minutes in the auction with about 2.5 minutes. So please consider making a bid. While we're here and I've got you, I just want to say thanks. You know, we've been at this now for 4 years, and when I launched the Dog Smile program, I really wasn't sure what would happen. I didn't know if it would take off. I didn't know if anyone would go sailing. I didn't even know if we'd get the boat to Idaho, at all. And it's been such a wild ride for me, and such an amazing manifestation of this thing that's been in my heart for years. And that is, I want to give away this thing that I get to do all the time. I feel like a very privileged person, and you know, life has been really good to me. And deep down, there was like, okay, things are going great, doing well, but what am I doing for others? Like how I see people suffering all around me. What can I do? What can I do about it? And this is it. This program has been the way that I've been able to take this feeling that's deep in my heart and make it into something real. Thousands of people, thousands of experiences, hundreds of people, I should say, have been out sailing with us since we started. So thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of this. If you bid on the auction, I'll be in touch. I'll let you know. If you donation tonight, thank you so much. If you purchase merchandise, thanks. You know, everyone who sponsored the program this season, again, all the volunteers, the collaborators, everybody. It's just been a great ride, and I hope we get to keep it going. Thank you all so much. Let's see, we got about 30 seconds left to make a bid. Please do so. There's still trips available. If you want to come out and go sailing and give sailing, now's the time. Please make a bid here. We've got just another minute left, and we're going. We're going from there. I'm looking at the chat here and seeing um, some awesome, good stuff happening. So thank you all so much. Here's the countdown, and yeah, we'll see you out there in summer of 2025. We're going to do all this again and keep this program going. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight and celebrating what we've done and helping me keep this dream alive. It's Thank you so much.